Hey guys, welcome back to the AI Explained series. So, in parts 1, 2, and 3, we covered what is AI and supervised and unsupervised, reinforcement learning, different types of MLs, generative AI, and large language models, LLMs, right? Today, part 4, we go practical. We are going to learn three skills that every single person using AI in 2026 must know. Prompt engineering. How to talk to AI properly to get amazing results. RAG. How AI connects to your private documents and real-time data. AI agents. How AI can actually do things for you, not just answer questions. Okay, so by the end of this video you will know how to use AI 10x more efficiently. Let's go. Okay, so before we jump into the real context, right, so I wanted to share this. Before I learned prompt engineering, I was getting terrible results from ChatGPT or tools like Copilot and other tools as well. So once I learned it, everything changed. What is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is simply the skill of writing better instructions for AI to get better results. Think about like this. If you walk into a restaurant, just say, give me food. You get, maybe you might get anything. But if you say, I want a medium spicy vegetarian biryani with raita on slide, no onions, you get exactly what you want, isn't it? Yeah, the same is true with AI. A vague prompt gets a vague answer. A specific, well structured prompt gets an excellent, targeted answer. Yep. So on screen, you can see the difference between a bad prompt, tell me about AI, and a good prompt, explain AI to a 10-year-old using 5 bullet points with examples from daily life. So I already gave the two different prompts here that you can see. So when we give tell me about AI, so by the way, in all Microsoft tools, so PPT is Microsoft tool, right? So Copilot is integrated. So Copilot is one of the AIs, right? So we are giving the prompt here. So when I say tell me about AI here, artificial intelligence field of computer science focused on creating machines and software that can perform tasks typically associated with human intelligence. So typically we got three paragraphs, right? But when I say explain AI to a 10-year-old boy or girl in 5 bullet points, we specified who is going to read or who is trying to explore the AI 10-year-old person, and also we mentioned which we limits the output as well with example from daily life. So we gave the context, we gave who is going to read, and we are also limiting the output only 5 bullet points with examples. So here it is. AI is like a smart computer brain that can learn and think a little bit, kind of like how kids learn new things at a school. When a game learns how to you play, AI can listen and talk to you. It understand what you say and answer back. Example, Google Assistant or Alexa answering your questions. AI can see pictures and videos. Your phone unlocking when it sees. So all daily life examples, right? No technical thing. So that's the difference between a bad prompt and good prompt, right? So prompt engineering is not a technical skill. You don't need to code, you just need to communicate clearly. So have you ever gotten a bad answer from ChatGPT or tools like Copiloting? So that was a probably a prompting problem, I would say, not an AI problem. So we are now, let me talk about 6 powerful prompting technique, guys. Okay, role prompting. Tell the AI who to be. You are an expert cardiologist or you are an expert doctor. Explain diabetes in simple terms. And so AI, when we say you are an expert doctor, AI, it adopts that expertise and communication style, right? Few short prompting. Give the AI two or three examples of exactly what you want before asking your question. The AI learns your format from those examples, right? Chain of thought. So after, so when you give the prompt, you add this step at the end of the prompt. So when you say think step by step before answering, AI, it will take more time than usual, guys. It won't generate the, you know, it won't generate, rapidly. It will take some time to think step by step before answering. That's the power of prompting. Okay. And structured output. Tell the AI what format you need. Okay, respond in JSON with three keys or give me a tabular format with three columns. Column says name, age, city. So we are asking in a tabular format. Iterative refinement. Treat AI like conversation after the first answer. Like, so after giving the prompt, now we are going to say to AI, make it shorter, add more examples. So now AI, it will make, make it short, keep it short, and try to give the examples, right? So we are refining step by step. Last technique, constraints. Set clear limits under 100 words. Only use data from 2024, no technical jargon. Constants dramatically improve relevance. Okay. So I wanted to know from all of you, which technique would you use to get ChatGPT to always respond in Telugu? So I will say like role prompting. You are a Telugu language expert. Always respond in Telugu. So that's the one of the ways to say. And yeah, I wanted to share one example that I faced. Okay, so last week I'm sending LinkedIn request to one of the data analysts. So when we wanted to send a request, we can add a note, but in that note, LinkedIn, there is a limitation in the LinkedIn. More than 150 characters we can't write over there. So I'm a data analyst, I'm an aspiring analyst, I'm learning the course, I need your input so we can, so when we are sending the request, so that person will see the message, right, our message. But I didn't realize my prompt once says 160 characters, so it is not allowing me. So then I come to ChatGPT, please limit this to 150 characters. Then ChatGPT refined it and gave me the one with the 150 characters, then I'm able to send the request. So this is one of the technique, guys, in real life. Okay, so now we will talk about the perfect prompt formula. We are giving role and we are asking what task need to be done. At the same time, we are giving the context on what's happening, like, so. And also we are asking, specifying the format as well, and constraints, you understand, right? Like I said for LinkedIn. Yeah, so you're a senior financial analyst role. Summarize the earnings report. So summarize the key highlights of this earnings report. The report is Q3 2024 for Infosys. Present it as 5 bullet points. Constraints, use simple language, no financial jargon, under 150 words. Put it all together. You are a senior financial analyst. Summarize the key highlights of this Q3 2024 Infosys earnings report. Present it as 5 bullet points. Use simple language, no financial jargon, and keep it under 150 words. So That is a great prompt, isn't it? You will get a consistently excellent response every time you use this formula. You don't need always need five parts, right? But the more you include, the better and more targeted response. Yeah. So try this formula on your next chat gpt conversion and tell me in the comments if it working better. Okay. What is RAG? RAG. Okay. Retriever augmented generation. This sounds very technical, but the idea is simple and brilliant. So LLMs like ChatGPT have a knowledge cutoff. They don't know what happened after a certain date. They also don't know your company's private documents, your personal notes, or your internal databases. Yeah. And sometimes like hallucinate, they make up facts confidently. They don't actually know the answers. So RAG solves all of these problems. RAG connects an LLM to expert knowledge, your documents, database, websites, so the AI can answer questions using your specific up-to-date private information that it was never trained on. So think of like ChatGPT without RAG is like a brilliant professor who graduated 2 years ago and has been living in a cave since. They are very smart but out of date and uniformed about your specific situation. ChatGPT with RAG is like a same brilliant professor, but now they have access to your library, your files, and today's newspaper. They can answer questions your situation with your latest information. The professor analogy lands really well. So does that make sense? Yeah. So how RAG works? Okay. Let me quickly walk you through how RAG works in 4 steps. Right. What was our company's revenue in Q3 2024? So the system searches your knowledge base, your documents, PDFs, database, and retrieves the most relevant chunks of text. In this case, it finds the Q3 earnings report. The retrieved text is added to your prompt automatically. The system sends the LLM. Here is the Q3 report. Now answer, like we can say, what was the revenue? So the LLM reads a retrieved document and generates an accurate, grounded answer, not from its training data, from your document. Now, what is like RAG used in real life? So Microsoft Copilot uses RAG to answer questions about your company's emails, documents, and team charts. Google's Notebook LLMs uses RAG. You upload your notes or PDFs and ask questions about them. Perplexity AI uses RAG. Every answer is grounded in real web sources with citations. Law firms use RAG to search through thousands of case filters in seconds. Hospitals use RAG to answer questions about patient records and medical literature. Every company building a custom AI chatbot on their own data is using RAG. So the next time you use Microsoft Copilot in Word or Gmail AI feature, and as we are seeing on our screen, right? Copilot. This is RAG working behind the scenes, reading your documents. What are AI agents, right? So yeah, so far we have talked we have been talking about AI that responds to questions you ask, it answers. So AI agents are completely different. An AI agent doesn't, just answer. It acts, it plans, makes decisions, uses tools, and takes real actions in the world to complete a complex goal all on its own. Let me give you the clearest possible example. Imagine you ask ChatGPT, book me a flight to Mumbai for a next Friday. Normal ChatGPT will say, sure, here how you can book flight, go to make my trip, search for flights, enter your dates. It just give you instructions. You still have to do all the work by our own, right? An AI agent, when you say book me a flight to Mumbai for next Friday, the agent literally opens the browser, goes to make my trip, searches for flights, finds the best option based on the price and timing, fills your details and books the ticket. Done. You don't have to do anything. That's the difference between a chatbot and an AI agent. One gives information, the other takes action. The flight booking comparison is the most memorable moment in this section, right? Moving to next slide. So how agent work, right? How does an AI agent actually work? The agent has four key capabilities: planning, tool use, memory, self-correction. Let's talk, let's read out definition here. An AI agent is an LLM that can plan, make decisions, use tools, take actions autonomously to complete a complex goal, not just answer questions, but actually do things in the world. Planning. Given a complex goal, the agent breaks it down into a subtask automatically. Research the top 5 EV companies, become search the web, read articles, extract key specifications, compare, write report, format it. Tool use. Agent can use tools just like humans: a web browser, code executor, email client, file manager, calculator, API. When it needs to search the web, it opens a browser. When it needs to do math, it runs code. Memory. Agents can remember what they did in previous steps and use that information in future steps as well. Self-correction. If a step fails or gives a wrong result, the agent detects the error, adjusts its plan and tries again. So the first AI software engineer give it a task. Build a web app that shows live cricket score. It writes the code, tests it, fixes bugs and deploys it entirely on its own. Microsoft Copilot, your AI assistant in Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint. It reads your emails, drafts, replies, summarizes meetings, and creates presentations. OpenAI Deep Research. You give it a research topic, it searches 50 plus website, reads papers, and write a full research report and in minutes. For maximum impact, show us in Copilot, we can do in an action, right? Imagine an AI agent that wakes up at 7 a.m., read your emails, prepare your daily briefing, and sends it to you as a WhatsApp message. This is where we are heading, guys. And some tools already do this today. So, how do AI agents work? So, let me now put all three skills together in one simple comparison, right? Prompt engineering is about how you talk to AI. Better prompts, better results. Complexity low. Anyone can learn this today. This is the most immediately useful skill in this video, isn't it? Right? RAG is about how AI knows things beyond its training. It connects AI to your documents, databases, and live data. Complexity medium. It needs some setup, but tools like Notebook LLM makes it easy even without coding. AI agents are about how AI does things for you. planning, acting, and completing complex tasks autonomously. Complexity higher. You are delegating real work to the AI. And these three work together, right? Here is the key insight. Agent use prompt engineering to communicate with LLM. Agent use RAG to access relevant knowledge when they need it. And prompt engineering helps you to give the agent a clear, well-defined goal. Together, these three, the complete AI skill stack for 2026. They work together. Yep. Moving to the next slide. So, key takeaways. Okay. The first takeaway, prompt engineering. Use the role, task, context, format, constraints. So this is the formula. Role. I'm going to repeat again. We are giving the role, and we are going asking ChatGPT what task needs to be done. Also at the same time, we are giving the context and asking in which format that we wanted, and constraints. We are limiting. So yeah, master six techniques: role, few shot, chain of thought, structured output, iterate, refinement, and constraints. And RAG connects AI to external, private, or up to knowledge, reduces hallucination, uses everywhere from Microsoft Copilot to hospital chatbots. AI agents, not just chatbots, AI that plans, uses tools, and takes actions, Divine codes. Copilot messages your inbox, deep research, writes reports. How they connect? Prompt engineering talk, RAG no, agent do. Right? Together they form the complete practical AI skill stack for 2026. So in the next video, uh, we are going to even deeper into a practical slide. We will look how to build one AI application using APIs. Yes, stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.